Hi, glad that you're here. My name is Jana, and this is our Mitra YouTube channel where we talk about work and life in Germany. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you hit our subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of Mitra's videos. We do have weekly updates on our channel, so make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Today, I'm going to talk about how you can contact people on LinkedIn because that's a hot topic right now, right? So when you are looking for jobs, or even if you're just trying to expand your professional network here in Germany, I think LinkedIn is a place to go to, also on an international basis. And we recently had a recruiter over, and I will link her career talk over here because we had a very nice discussion where we talked about how to apply for jobs in Germany and how recruiters assess candidates' profiles and what kind of keywords she uses when she looks for candidates on LinkedIn, for instance. So make sure that you don't miss out on this video because I think this will give you a lot of helpful tips if you are looking for a job right now or if you're just, trying to network. But let's get back to this whole thing of messaging people on LinkedIn, because that's a question I get so often. And I do get a lot of messages on LinkedIn. So here are a bit of my experiences of, someone being on the other side. And so someone who gets a lot of messages. First of all, when you message people on LinkedIn for, professional purposes, if you try to network or find a job, first of all, make sure that your LinkedIn profile is up to date. That's the number one thing you always need to do, because otherwise it's kind of a loss of time, right? Because the first thing people will do when they get a request from you will be to take a look at your profile. And for this, we also had a very interesting session with my friend Pia, which I'm also going to link up here. And we had a nice conversation about what you can do to pimp your LinkedIn profile. So if you haven't pimped your LinkedIn profile yet, make sure that you watch this video at some point, but do stay with me right now because we are talking about messages on LinkedIn, right? So that's the first thing you need to do. Update your profile and make sure that your privacy settings are set in a way that people can actually see the most relevant information, because otherwise it's just not helpful, right? But let's take a look at what the message should include. And here I need to disappoint you because in this video, you will not get a pre-written template because unfortunately you need to send personal messages. So that's why a pre-written template will not be of help for you here. Because when it comes to messages on LinkedIn, I think Sandra, the recruiter I had the conversation with, said something really interesting, which I still have on my mind, because she said, applying for jobs or also writing messages on LinkedIn is like dating. You need a good pickup line. You need to make yourself interesting. So if you just send a very general message, it will not raise any interest because this person is probably getting a lot of requests. So you need to make yourself interesting and put yourself in the shoes of this kind of person you're trying to contact. So that's why there's no pre-written template. But what you can do, first of all, when you write a message, the first thing it should include is a kind of personal reference. Did you see this person somewhere? Did you like the event where this person was probably a speaker? Did you see a video? Did you read an article? I don't know, like some reference where you found this person and why you are interested in being in touch with this person. And compliments are always good because people like compliments, right? So this is the first thing you should include in your message. Then the second thing would be, why are you contacting this person? And here, if you are looking for a job, for instance, it's not sufficient to just write, I'm looking for a job, please help me. Because this way you're just leaving all the work to the person you're contacting. So this is really, I think you should approach this the same way you approach writing a cover letter, which I've also talked a lot about in my previous videos, and you will also find nice articles on our website about cover letter writing. So writing a message on LinkedIn is kind of similar. It's good if you give like a brief introduction of yourself, very short, maybe 1 to 3 sentences. And this kind of sets the stage. If you're looking for a job, this is the stage setting for, kind of roles you would be a good fit for, why you're an interesting candidate. So give a very, very brief introduction, and I mean, the person can see the rest on your profile, but make sure that it's very easy to assess this from the person, like the reader's point of view. And then, of course, you should express your interest somehow. But if you're looking for a job, it would be good if you explain why. Like, why are you interested in working for this company? So it needs to be very specific and, yeah, kind of personal. So don't just write, yeah, I'm looking for a job. I would love to, you know, work for you. Can you help me? Because this doesn't really make the impression that you're interested in this particular company. And here in Germany, this really, really matters. We want very specific applications, even if it's a kind of speculative application or networking on LinkedIn. People want you to be specific and to be personal. And then at the end of it, you should, of course, always have a kind of suggestion on next steps, right? So if you would like to apply to this person or this company, then it would be good if you ask if you can send over your application documents. If it's just general networking, you could also make a suggestion and ask if this person would be interested in having a conversation sometime. And here it's good to make a suggestion, but also not to build too much pressure. So if don't suggest, you know, let's have a 30-minute conversation tomorrow. That's too much pressure. But make a suggestion like, would you be interested in a conversation sometime? And then if the person messages back, you can make another suggestion. But that's what should be included in your message. So it needs some time, but it really makes a difference. And it will also, you know, save you this work of sending out numerous messages where you never get a response. Because you have to keep in mind, for instance, if you contact an HR person, someone who runs a company, a recruiter, or other persons who have a very high visibility, these persons are getting a lot of messages and you need to stand out somehow. And if you just, you know, send out your application documents randomly, for instance, as a candidate and say, please take a look, let me know if you have a suitable position, I can guarantee you in most of the cases, a recruiter, for instance, will not look at it because it's too much work. You need to do the work and make a suggestion. And then if it's a good fit, then I'm sure the person will get back to you. But that's really something I think which is very, very important to keep in mind. So to sum it up, make it personal, relate to this person somehow, make compliments, that's always good. Be very precise, give a short introduction, make sure that the added value you bring as a person kind of stands out. Explain why you are interested in this, you know, in networking or in in working for this company. And then the last thing should always be a suggestion, but not too much pressure. So that would be it to sum it up. As I said, do take a look at our other videos and make sure to hit the subscribe button because we upload videos on a weekly basis, and I'm sure there's a lot more that will be helpful for you if you're looking for a job or if you're trying to figure out how to network with people here in Germany. Then make sure to look at the other videos on our channel and take a look at our website because we run a great English job board and also publish a lot of articles on our website. We host regular events like the Career Talk with the recruiter that I mentioned. This is a free event which we hosted, so make sure that you don't miss out on the next one. Our website can be reached at www.mitra-germany.com. So make sure that you don't miss out on it. And yeah, all the best for your networking on LinkedIn, for your job search. I hope you'll be successful.